I will be analyzing Skyrush at Hersheypark. I will be sharing my full thoughts on the ride experience as well as comparing it to some coasters similar to it and coasters at Hersheypark.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright guys, welcome back to another analysis. If you're new here and roller coasters are what you're into, then please consider subscribing for content all about roller coasters. This coaster was suggested the most, so obviously I had to do it first, but if you have any coaster suggestions that you want me to make this form of video on, then let me know down in the comments. Skyrush at Hersheypark is an Intamin hyper/wing coaster, depending on who you're talking to, with the height of 200 feet, so barely a hyper coaster, and a 212-foot drop at 85 degrees. Reaching a max speed of 75 miles per hour, this coaster goes through 3,600 feet of track, so a pretty short ride, but it packs a punch. First of all, I love how beautiful this looks. It interacts a lot with Comet and Spring Creek. If you take this one shortcut in Hersheypark, you could probably get some amazing views of Skyrush. They really did a good job fitting this ride in and around Comet and the landscaping around it. I tried to recreate Skyrush and Planet Coaster in the best I can, but it's definitely not perfect. Now, there is no doubt that this ride is intense. In my opinion, this coaster has some of the best airtime on the planet. In fact, one hill gives -2 Gs. -2 Gs, like that is insane. Now, with an intense ride like this, there is one thing that bugs me about this ride, and that is the restraints. Now, the restraints that you're seeing right now are not Skyrush's restraints. The restraints on Skyrush look like this. Yeah, so the famous thigh crush restraints. These restraints are known to tighten up during the ride, and they will dig into your thighs. Now, since I haven't ridden this ride yet, I don't know exactly how this ride crushes your thighs, but if you have ridden Skyrush, click the card and tell me how the restraints are. So to my understanding, this coaster doesn't have a lot of theming, if not no theming at all. So then you go to your station, and on this particular station, you enter and exit the same side. So it might be confusing for me when I go, but it won't be too bad. And I think the transfer track is behind the other side of the station. Then you choose your row. Now, for most coasters, back row is better, but oh no, apparently it hurts more in the back. Let me try the front. Aw, shucks, you have to wait longer for the front. I'll just go to second row. Just kidding. Anyways, then you climb your really fast lift hill. Seems almost Maverick speed. Oh shoot, we're already at the top. Then you drop down 85 degrees, almost vertical. This drop looks insane. Definitely one of the best drops out there. And then oof, your restraint tightens as you go through this I-305-like turn, which looks very forceful. Then you go through your first sustained hill/bunny hop hybrid. I mean, all of the hills in this coaster probably deliver elite level airtime. Then you go through another forceful turn. You thought the first hill gave you extreme airtime. Now get ready for what I believe is the hill that gives -2 Gs. So you're going to fly out even more, but then at the same time your thighs will probably get crushed the most. Then you'll go through another forceful turn and then into your stangle dive. Many people say that this is one of the weakest stangle dives, but I mean, it's a stangle dive. Everyone loves those. Then you go through what I think is the weakest part of the ride, this turn. Okay, what even is that? Like a mini stangle dive or what? I don't know, but it seems pointless, and it probably could have been replaced with another ejector hill. Anyways, then you turn around and go through an S-hump. I heard this airtime hill provides a lot of laterals, and while I'm not the biggest fan of laterals, I could see this being the most intense part of the ride. Then you go into one more ejector hill, and then one more turn, and then the brakes. And then you take a little dip into the actual brakes, thus ending your ride on Skyrush. I do hear that it hurts the most on the brake run, but then at the same time, I heard that the ride ops release your restraint by a few clicks. So yeah, I should be worried about the restraints, but if I sit in the front inside seat, it should be fine. Now yes, the restraints might hurt, but if you look at the seat design and the restraint design, you get a lot of freedom, more than Mack coasters. And you'll probably get even more freedom if you're sitting in the wing seats. One thing that some people say about this ride is that it has a rattle. Yes, Intamins are known to be very smooth, but I heard this ride has a rattle. Only some people say it has it though, so I'll just see how it is if I ever get to ride it. Now, where do I rank it? I think this is the best coaster at Hersheypark. The only way it wouldn't be the best at Hersheypark was if the restraints are really bad and it turned out to have a rattle. which then the title will probably go to Storm Runner. Some coasters similar to it are El Toro and Flying Aces. Skyrush has only slightly better airtime than El Toro, but I personally think El Toro is a little better because of the intensity, head choppers, and the better restraints. While Skyrush is shorter than Flying Aces, Skyrush seems to never lose its speed until the very end, and it keeps its intensity throughout the entire ride, while Flying Aces slows down in the middle of the ride and it doesn't keep the intensity up. I put this ride at number 13 in the world, and that is for the same reason. If Hersheypark could replace the Skyrush trains with Hyperion trains, except without the floor in the outer seats, then it would be much better. But I want to know, what do you think of it? Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Skyrush. Did you ride it? Where would you rank it? And if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I really appreciate it. Also, a quick little channel update. In case you didn't know, last week I did a channel revamp. I changed a lot of stuff like my intro, outro, channel banner, that kind of stuff. And school has started for me, so I won't have as much time to make videos, so I'm going to make more videos that require less time. So expect more countdowns and Scream Kingdom episodes later on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.